as part of a partnership with the Bronx Institute's Summer Gear Up program and the Lehman College Department of Journalism, Communication and Theater, high school students from around the Bronx participate in a journalism workshop. They learn everything from working behind a camera to creating a news website. But we also like to find out the issues that concern them, such as sexting, eating disorders, school closings, and gender roles. Joining us are this year's students, Nedeline Martinez, Mabel Mejia, Jonathan Beltrán, Yaritza Rivero, Beatriz Hidalgo, Kiara Torres, Gerrickson Frias, Shannon Talley, Emmanuel Echao, and Alex Dominguez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So we've been doing a lot of things together this summer. We've been working on websites. We started writing a story. We're still working on a story about immigration, all of us together. Of course, you've been learning a little bit about what we do in this studio where we're sitting right now, a lot about television. You've been in our control room to see how a TV control room operates. So we're giving you a little bit of a taste of what it is that journalism students do and journalists do professionally. And I'd like to get a feel for what you feel so far is going on here. And let me start with the guy who has been part of this program in the past. You've been here for a couple of summers now, Jonathan, and I'd like your reaction to, first of all, what we're doing this year as compared to the previous years.
In the past, we have done almost the same thing, but with this year, we have done even more. We are now actually working behind cameras in a way that we didn't before, with these cameras that were actually from the Beijing Olympics, and that is new, because when I was here last year, this media center was actually being constructed, and now that it's finished and I can say that I have been a part of this, it's great.
So you've noticed the difference in terms of like not only all the different activities that we do, but the facility. This is the new multimedia center at Lehman College.
Yes.
And everybody else, what do you think about what we've been doing here this summer? Who wants to speak up?
Well, it's been a pleasure to me being in this program because I've experienced many new stations in this career in journalism, such as the camera work, the writing, reporting, and the video work and all of that.
Is any of this surprising to you? When you first were coming into this program, did you have an idea of what it was going to be about, or has it been sort of like an eye-opener in terms of like, oh my God, all of these new things? Anybody?
It's actually been an eye-opening because I didn't expect us to work with like professional cameras. I only thought we were going to be sitting behind a computer learning how to write and just learning how to create a website, and that's about it. But we learned different things that I was not really expecting. Okay.
Let's move on to some of the issues then, because we have a lot of issues that you guys wanted to talk about. We've been working on those issues so that we debate them on this program a little bit. And the main one that you all really are very interested in talking about is job experience for high school students. What do you do in the summer when you're trying to get maybe your first job and you realize that, hey, it's very hard to get a job without experience. When you go for a job, this is what you guys have been telling me. When you go for a job, they want experience. But how do you get experience if you've never had a job? Mabel, you wanted to talk about this.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's really hard to get a job in the summer, especially if, like, let's say, for example, last year I was in summer youth. And I went around looking for jobs, but I went to like fast food restaurants, and they didn't want to accept me because I didn't have any experience working like in the cashier or cooking and stuff like that. And it's kind of hard when we don't have the experience and we can't get it because they don't want to give it to us. They don't want us to provide it.
Well, when you say they don't want to give it to you, you mean they don't want to give you that first job.
Exactly.
So that you get the experience.
They're hoping for somebody who is already experienced, and there's no way we could be experienced if they don't help us.
And you know, of course, the economy, everybody's talking about how bad the economy is, how high the unemployment rate is. So for you guys who are in high school, it must be even harder to get that first job, right? Jonathan, you want to say something?
Yes, it is difficult, not only because of the economy, but due to the economy. we are actually competing with many professionals who in the past would not have actually wanted this a job that we as teenagers will commonly get. And I think that is extremely bad for us, because in our way we do contribute to the economy because we do not pay taxes, and the money we do make, we do buy things such as clothes, phones, and the like. And I think it's very funny to hear that we are, as teenagers, are unemployed, but it is a serious problem.